Yeah, more squid grinding. Kinda trying to get used to playing him with this new controller. It's all those other sessions we're doing that broken ass controller. We kinda have to relearn the muscle memory for these dodges. Whew. Yeah, shit like that. Why we gotta do another grind. Get used to doing these dodges with this controller. Gonna happen. This is a better controller, no doubt. It's kinda gotta learn it, you know? Takes time. Dodges kinda like the very edge of my ability. Really gotta get him down. Well, maybe I can move on to chess. That's always sounded very appealing, since you know that there is absolutely like no sort of hand muscles required in chess. Stephen Hawking could play chess if he wanted to, just like his voice. And it's me pumping. It's so long since I listened to this album. Like fine wine, you know. Ooh, that was. And this one's always reminded me of Espeluda for some reason. Weird. I used to be able to do that dodge all the fucking time with my old controller. Yeah. Now, not sure. What the fuck is going on here? Yeah, this should be a superior option. To break this one in. Yeah. Doesn't really help when you just kind of have the boss say fuck you like it just did there. Hey, maybe it's a good time to kind of like take the opportunity to kind of practice some kind of backup strat. It's gonna cost me a shitload of score, but it's better than having just like restart the run, you know? Backup strat. Goddamn greedy for a backup strat. Keep doing that dodge and always so goddamn. I love rain out there. That old one, like what I've gotten used to, was like the pad was like, it felt like mush basically. You need only like the slightest bit of pressure on it, kind of like make it change direction for you. It was kind of like pushing into like pudding. Yeah, that kind of spoiled me. Now I apply that same sort of pressure and I just let a bullet fall right on top of me. Let's try this. Over fucking wall, of course. Over fucking wall. Be right back. Yeah. That's something that Cactus talked about when he was trying to play USD with a D-pad. During that period when because during that year-long retirement, he thought about trying to come back with a pad, and he just plain couldn't do it because he found that he just couldn't get the same sort of precision with a D-pad that he could with a keyboard. Think about that stage free opener in EOSD. You're kind of try to restrict yourself just up and down movements, and then you got those parries coming in, shooting all those lines at you. You gotta be very pixel perfect there. And Cactus just plain couldn't handle that shit with a pad. But it is possible with a pad. You kind of adapt to the pad well enough. The top three players in EOSD right now, they're all pad players, I think. There isn't a single person who scored over 700 mil in EOSD without using a pad. Yeah, pad players rise up, you know. Bullshit. Terrible. Whatever, we're gonna soldier on. Yeah, ego lifting is real. At least for me it is. Motherfuckers. Yeah, ego lifting, that's a bodybuilding term. You know, like in bodybuilding, like they're not like power lifters trying to like lift the highest totals they can. It's kind of like lift enough so that way they can kind of like build muscle, get swole, and kind of try to stay healthy. But like when you ego lift, that means like kind of forget about that whole thing about staying healthy. You just kind of like lift the highest weight you can, regardless of what it's gonna do for you. And generally it also kind of goes along with like doing like real stupid shit, like kind of like trying to cheat on the reps. That shit, they don't help you, but you know, it feels good being like lift a high number, heavy weight. Yeah, when I say ego lifting here in shmups, feeling like going into practice, like settling for nothing less than perfection. I mean, like you could instead kind of be like taking the opportunity to like think about, hey, how can I make this more consistent? I run. It's all about gotta do it perfectly every goddamn time. When I couldn't, even though the shit's never gonna actually work in a run. Maybe I'm the only guy like that. I don't know. Well, most Japanese players actually place a lot of emphasis on consistency. Like Chubo, there's multiple parts of my route right now that he flat out told me were just too risky for a run. Because I fucking hate that guy now. I am soldiering on despite his cautions. That second Morph strat in stage 4, for example, that's something he told me was not viable. Yeah, when I say ego lifting, it's shit that you cannot do in like a world record run because it's just too goddamn risky. Or too inconsistent. You could say that this whole boss strat is an ego lift. Because it's not even something that I'm planning on working into my run for at least a few more months. Just kind of feels good to be able to tell this boss, you know, fuck you, man. I can no miss no bomb you when I feel like it. It was sloppy. Sloppy diff for sure. Yeah, it does feel like I am starting to get in my groove with this controller. Boss. Like for that, I got to like the fourth cycle, I think. That's pretty boss. getting my consistency back with that first cycle at least. Yeah, that was just happiness. Coming back, boys. Yeah, the benefit that it feels really fucking good when I do get a good run on this boss. Hey, Iconoclast. Yeah, I've got a really good strat for that first and third cycle, but not so good for second and fourth. Second and fourth is always a solid wall. Can't really figure out why. I can crack that second and fourth cycle. Yeah, this strat would be pretty much ready to use in a run. This strat is ready to use in a run. 5 billion is right down around the corner. Maybe not, since we got good at stage 4, stage 5, 3, but green. Damn, that was smooth. Yeah. We just saw that idea a few minutes ago. Where like at the start, instead of like going off to like kind of close to the edge, I go right at the edge when it starts. And yeah, it doesn't quite like give me the walls like I was getting before, but definitely still not as good as the first cycle or third cycle. Hey, seems like I'm on the right track at least. Gotta study this boss a little bit more. The hell was that? SMC told me, like the key, that purple rain attack is those like spears that it drops down. Those spears are apparently like what spawn the bullets. So he's got some kind of route to destroy those spears. I guess my old route, destroying any of them, so I was getting like a solid fucking wall. Now I'm destroying more of them, so kind of less wally, but still pretty damn hard as well. Perhaps like the key be here to like study my own footage. Look at what I'm doing in that first cycle. Destroy those spears that apparently is not being done in the second cycle. Second cycle. And yeah, playing out based on that. But probably the key I've just realized right now as I speak. Man, this beat is fucking dope. I didn't even realize it. I'd only ever heard like a vocal version before. God damn. Fucking incredible. It's like boxing, I guess. Like the best fighters, they got trainers. Kind of like look at footage of their opponents and kind of like analyze what's happening, how to beat them. Like, I guess I got no coach, so I just kind of gotta play that role for myself. I'm both the fighter and the trainer. I make the footage and then I watch the footage. Huh. Oh. Oh, that was really fucking cool. Yeah. That's really fucking cool, actually. I got that. I think some shmups have coaches, actually. Like EOS Deep Boys. Cactu's the coach. But you see, he used to be the coach. Like he'd watch people like stream EOSD all fucking day long. Kind of like giving feedback on how to improve. He'd plan out their practice routines for them, like say, hey brah, you're gonna be spending 3 hours on stage 3. I haven't really seen him do too much coaching lately. Maybe he's kind of got tired of that whole thing. I'd like SMC to be my coach, to be honest. That dude's a fucking genius. I bet if I kind of convinced him to look at my footage, he could discover some cool as fuck shit. Like a lot of this stage 2 boss shit. Movement, like that I spent like a week just kind of like grinding shit to kind of figure out. He knew all that shit on his own already. He didn't really like talk too much about it. Mentioned it on his stream once, and I thought, hey man, what the fuck are you on about? Yeah. Like I found it on my own later on, and I thought, oh yeah, that's what you were talking about. What? Well, from what I understand, they really kind of splintered off. Like those EOSD dudes who I just talked about, like they have basically no relation to most of the rest of the community. They just kind of like go off doing their own thing, while the rest of the community, like they're more about like lunatic, like no miss, no bombs at the game. Most people don't really do score that much anymore. From what I understand, it's kind of like survival challenges. Very fractured, just like the arcade scene is. Yeah, some of them stream. Like, you look on the Toho tag on Twitch, it still gets a fair amount of people who I haven't really heard of, like, streaming just, like, basic survival shit. But, yeah, the scoring community, it's not too active, what I can tell. Mostly just kind of a few dudes. Yeah, they stream sometimes, but not really a whole lot better than the arcade scene. Yeah, guess it is actually pretty analogous to the arcade scene. Got like the dad flail streams are kind of common, but these serious scoring streams, they kind of come and go. There's not a whole lot of players going like arcade. Well, I've heard a big barrier for people in getting into arcade shmups is MAME. It's basically made to like be as user unfriendly as possible. It's totally different interface from like any other emulator out there, and yeah, I've heard some people tell me that kind of shit turns them off from like playing arcade games because of MAME is drizzling shits pretty much of user friendliness. With Toho, like all those games, like they're just regular PC games. You don't need to install any emulator or ROM. You just download the game and run them. Accessibility there, big I think. So, like, I don't agree with these Japanese dudes who like say like MAME should be banned. That's a bit harsh, but yeah, maybe we are putting too much emphasis on MAME in the community. We should kind of like move on from MAME as much as we can. Well, what about like non-MAME games? Like, there's a lot of really cool shmups on Steam that like nobody really bothers with. And those are like all sort of shmups that Cave's Twitch channel seems kind of aimed to promote. Get like Power Roomy. I don't think we gotta like build everything about these old arcade games. What was that? Yeah. Yeah. It's eye-opening, man. Talking about shit like all these hipsters voting for Thunder Dragon 2 top 25 when like nobody had actually played it for more than an hour, if even that. Like, yeah, I guarantee you, most of those votes for Thunder Dragon 2 that got in the top 25 were just people like listening to Trap and thinking, oh man, Trap's so cool. I gotta pimp this game that Trap is pimping. It wasn't like, oh man, I fucking love playing this game. It was, man, I wanna be cool. This is what the cool kids are playing now. Yeah, look at shit like fighting games. Like you say, hey man, I want to into fighting games. We get people telling you, hey, it's Street Fighter 5 or MASH, Ultimate, or Dragon Ball Fighters. All these hype new releases. But with shmups, it's just, oh yeah, install this super user unfriendly emulator. Play these old ass games. There's like not a whole lot of like recommendations for like these easily accessible PC games anymore. And it wasn't even always like that. Like when I was getting into these games, the 360, like, you know, these cave ports were fucking huge. This was the way of how getting into them. You get like Ultimate Shooting Collection on the Wii, Futari on the 360. Those were the gateway games. Not fucking main shit. Bullshit. Yeah. Well, what happened to all that Crimson Clover pimping? I don't really see that game get pimped too much anymore, to be honest. Yeah, for a long time, Crimson Clover, that was kind of like the gateway game. It was the new Ikaruga game that like even like non-shmup players had in their library. I don't really see a whole lot of hype for it, or oh. Try this Zig strat one more time. I think it might be too risky, actually. What the fuck? Okay. That worked. Ran through a fucking solid bullet there, it looked like, but hey, that worked. Why? Zero Ranger. Yeah, maybe like they hyped it because like that was like the only hot new thing coming out. It was a game that like people from the farm had worked on for like 4 years. Yeah, just kind of guys being nice. Not really playing the game a whole lot. There's Devil Engine. kind of got hyped a little bit, but that Dangan thing just kind of derailed it all. Maybe it's not been good lately for new releases. I don't know what else is there, to be honest. No Power Roomy. Yeah, Maiden and Spell. Guess that's the latest game come out that I'd say is pretty decent. Not really a traditional shmup till yeah. I don't like that dodge. Always just fucking risky. Yeah, I'm not liking that wall either. There was a game that Futari was playing on Cave Stream. Last time they did a stream. I don't even remember the name, but it seemed like a really cool game, and I've seen like no hype for it. Like, you didn't even realize that the game hadn't even been released yet, because there was so little hype around this game. We were just like streaming saying, hey, this game is great, you gotta go to the Steam store and pick it up. And like people went to the Steam store to see what was going on there, and they saw, oh, it ain't out yet. Yeah, I think maybe like yeah, it is a factor that there just plain hasn't been a whole lot of like really cool traditional shmups coming out, but something like that, or like, they got this really cool looking game coming out and people don't even know that it's not out yet when Gabe streams it. That's kind of sad, I think. Try this out again. That motherfucking wall again. Owned. Well, my stance is not that everybody should be like focusing on one game at a time. Like I said before, like maybe I was a little bit too extreme on that in the past. Just like play one game at a time, or like only play one game your whole life, I guess. Yeah, it's great if you want to get good. You just like focus on one game, but you know, gaming, it's a really vast art form. There are all kinds of cool shit coming out. I don't think like you should kind of like restrict yourself just to one game, to whole life. I think it's good to kind of like kind of dabble into other stuff sometimes. But yeah, with me, this goal I'm going for just so goddamn demanding and shit. I don't really have time, or I don't really have energy to play anything else. I wish I could stream Papa Boomy. But yeah, don't have the energy in me. Whoa. Yeah, we're getting there, I think. Kind of on the right track, it seems. I'm not mad at Callus. Like I said before, it's perfectly fine if people want a game jump. I just think it's stupid to like take turnings like that uber seriously, hide strats, drop all over games you might have been playing to kind of selling it. Because like I was around for STGT 2012, and yeah, that sort of shit can get real ugly. I'm real wary about people taking that kind of shit seriously. And hell, we kind of saw that Pericles theme recently. That dude trying to game jump as much as possible. And yeah, he ended up cheating. And that's really where I think that sort of shit leads. People like, they start to feel bad. They can't like crank out scores as fast as other people and start cheating. I'm very skeptical about kind of like thinking that's the answer to like drawing people into playing. Like the social aspect, like that's gonna, like, I mean it has worked pretty well, but yeah, and you never know what's gonna happen when people start taking that shit seriously. Yeah, this new Callus. Like maybe I wasn't really paying attention to the past tournaments, but I get the impression people are taking this shit a lot more seriously this time. Like I was in Chum's Discord and they were like all strategizing about like, hey, what kind of guys are we gonna be drafting, guys, so we can win this thing, and we can't let him like this guy we want to draft, or like, no, that shit with like hot end strats. Seems like people are really starting to up the heat, and I'm not too sure about where this is headed. I don't think it's headed to a good spot. It's like the old SCGTs. Yeah, that Jamers thing, man, that's just plain ridiculous. Like, yeah, I was already kind of speaking out, like, hey, maybe these guys are taking this shit a little bit too seriously, man. This game jump and it's just supposed to be for fun, but yeah, Jamers is like going ultra hardcore to grindstone that like you gotta turn this really cool opportunity down. Yeah, maybe you guys really gotta reevaluate. Shit. Oh. Yeah, if you're just there for casual fun, it's all good. I guess all I'm seeing is like, all the hype I'm seeing for it is like from the guys who are taking it seriously. Yeah, if you're just having a good time for it, and it kind of discovering new games, yeah, that's awesome. That's how it should be, I think. Because like I remember, like after that shit at STGT 2012 went down, like I think Trap, like he started up his own STGT to kind of like bone things down, just sort of like treat the whole thing as like a joke. That way everybody else would treat it as a joke. And yeah, for a few years it seemed like it kind of like stayed like that. Just a little more recently that kind of starting to get these flashbacks of STGT 2012. That's pretty cool. I think EC is also kind of like that too. Would get Darius guy in. Like he's a big fan of Darius in the tourney, so yeah, plays it. It's fucking Squid, man. Fucking Squid. Sloppy. Yeah, that's how it's pronounced in the katakana. It's not like Radius, it's Darius. Fucking Squid. Amazing. Every time I take a break from practice and do some 4 runs and then I come back to it. 2-hour stream. But at least I got the excuse here that I'm kind of adapting to a new controller still. I do not want this trend to continue though, like 2-hour streams just doing the Squid. I like to be more consistent at this bad boy. Darius. I haven't heard that one before, actually. Just heard Darius. Yeah. I kind of dip into pronouncing it Darius a lot. Ooh. Yeah, if you read the katakana, it's Darius. Oh. Brad is risky. Shit, that's awesome. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, that second phase strat. Say, yeah, too damn risky right now. Gotta work on that for sure. I am pretty pleased with how my first cycle is kind of coming along. It's cooking. I'll say that. Yeah, pretty much every time now, I could just get a smooth first cycle. Issue seems to be really second cycle, fourth cycle. I was in STGT 2012, actually. Yeah, I just treated the whole thing as a joke while everybody around me was acting like, oh man, it's serious business, boys. Yeah, I treated it like a joke, and I got my first Futari Ultra 1cc actually during the middle of the tournament. That's pretty dope. X91, he was in it as well. He hit a PB in Ketsui. You gotta like drop everything for these fucking tournaments. That's dumb. Dude. Shit that kind of like leads to that cheating bullshit, really. Just feel bad when they can't keep up, even when they're putting in the hours. It's best treating that shit like a joke. And, you know, it don't fucking matter. We can do like a few days of a game. That's dumb. It's a fucking marathon. Yeah, I remember actually. People tried to shame me because I wasn't like taking like STGT ultra seriously. I was treating the whole thing. I was telling, man, what the fuck are you guys doing? This is a goddamn joke. There's like, nah, you're pathetic, man. This is the shit that we gotta be grinding. And how dumb is it to like sign up for this shit and like not take it seriously? Come on, bro. What's the deal with Kitsui in the tournament? Like, it seems at this point we are pretty far removed from like the trap STGT game selection where like it was a bunch of like laughably shitty games. Like now we're actually like in the realm of like popular praised games here. I don't really get that, man. Like, if you're supposed to take it as a joke, why do we have these ultra hardcore games? Shit. I'll be back. You can go back from real fast. back. Whew, man. That second cycle, that shit is just straight up motherfucking evil. Still, I'm making some progress in cracking it. Yeah, we're still a ways off, I think. Maybe that's another thing to practice with main save states. Turbo Force, yeah. Come on, bitch. Why you do this to me, game? There's a thin line there between irony and seriousness. Like SDGT, I think that also just kind of like started out as some kind of like fun thing. Just kind of like the later SDGTs, the 2011 and 2012, and like beating Sip Riken became something that like people became obsessed with. That like spiraled into like taking the whole thing seriously. You have guys with like jobs, families, like playing these fucking games all day. Maybe it does start at the game selection. Like if everything that's being picked is this obscure, horrible game, like people just playing, don't really enjoy playing a whole lot seriously. There's not going to be a whole lot of people playing seriously. Like fucking saying Scorpion, you're not gonna be able to like take that shit seriously. There's just no goddamn way. Then like you get into like having cave games, these name brand games that like people actually enjoy playing or score seriously. Yeah, there's gonna be people taking that shit seriously. You can kind of bleed over into the rest of the tournament. You're gonna see serious Turbo Force streams because people got get a good score in this game. Get a leg up on the competition, playing those little shitty games seriously. Man, that's just fucking sloppy. It was bad, I'll say. Boss. Or fucking boss here. Yeah, it is cool. I like the tourneys result of people rediscovering game. Like the ideal version of that kind of game jumping tourney shit, I think is really the TRP STGT, where it was all just like these obscure games nobody really cared about for a long ass time, usually for good reason. Yeah, people were just kind of like having a good time, chilling out, playing some So Gay. If I had to like run a game jumping tourney, that's how I'd model it. A bunch of obscure, shitty games. I would not have like a Kitsui in my tourney at all. I don't like Soul Divide. That game fucking jank. second phase. I mean, that second cycle. Second cycle of that one. Wiki. Game is fucking jank. Milk. Jank. I have a connoisseur of jank. Didn't realize it. Not really intuitive that like you need save states in a boss's phase where like you're just kind of like repeating the phase, but yeah, I think I might need some save states here for that second cycle. It's definitely a different Purple Rain than this. Yeah, this one. It's usually pretty simple. Yeah. I like second cycle at all. Oh, man. Alright, coming up on the 2-hour mark. Just this boss. Not wasted, so sure. Some ideas. I realized that I thought was going to be my ticket to doing this consistently isn't quite my ticket. I hope what it is sometimes. Is what it is. Frame advance, footage study. See what's going on that first cycle that is not happening on the second cycle. Now I try to figure out some way to replicate what's going on that first cycle in the second cycle, basically. What it boils down to, I think. Yeah, look at this shit. It's sparse compared to the second cycle, really. Did I say that? Yeah, definitely a lot sparser than the walls I usually deal with on the second cycle. Like every time I get through that second cycle so far, I felt like I just got lucky. Like every time I get through that first cycle, yeah, it's like smooth, man. I'm fucking playing it. I'm like, oh man, this play is fucking smooth. I wish I could be that smooth for the second cycle. Ow. Bullshit. Man. You die. Yeah. Screwed pretty much. You can't even practice the rest of it. I'm not down. Capsule. What? Every goddamn time. That first cycle is smooth, second cycle is ugly, and I die. I don't get it. What the hell is going on here? It was really goddamn interesting though. Like, I ended up scoring more when I went way off to the right side that second cycle. This is really interesting research happening here. It's kind of repetitive and dying a shitload. Research, boys. It's not shit playing, it's research. Nah, that was shit playing. Yep. Want to make this as close to a science as we can. Like, a lot of Ultra players, they don't approach this game as a science because the game has fucking counter stop, so there's not really any reason to. But I say fuck that. Like for like the longest time, people thought like starting off like a 300 green counter was the optimum. Now I start off with an 1800 blue counter. Stage 2, I mean. I found 1800 blue counter scores more than a 300 green counter. Stage 2. Fucking science, boy, bitches. I tested it. I found, yeah, it scores more. Bullshit. The fuck? Bullshit. This is bullshit. I want at least one more second cycle run before I pack it in. I'm up on that 2-hour mark. Yeah. I'd usually kind of take a break at this point. Yeah. I don't want to end it like just a first cycle death. I want a second cycle. Poppy. Hate it. Psycho boys. Holy shit. Yeah, this strat actually seems to work. Damn, that does not work. Yeah. Oh, wow. Wow. Wow, thanks for the raid, Aquas. Wow. Hey, bros. Yeah, so we're just kind of doing some boss milk practice here. Been at it for a while. Holy Bara, nice. Yeah, see? Fucking smooth as fuck, am I right? Then the second cycle, this is where it gets ugly. That actually worked. Wow. Bullshit. All right. Yeah, that was fucking close. I think I can get this. Yeah, Death Smiles is a really good beginner game for survival. Like since you can do just like the first few levels on like level 1 difficulty, and yeah, it'll easy win really well. And there's also Mushi on Steam. That's pretty cool. Play 1.5 original mode. It's also kind of a good beginner 1cc. Smooth game. Yeah, this shit is really rough. That last death, that could have been preventable. Say that. There's other times when I'm playing this where like the RNG says, "Nah, you're not gonna make it." Yeah, it screws you. Yeah, Daifukatsu Donpachi Resurrection. It's got 1.5 strong in that. Is also kind of a good beginner game. Yeah, I'm used to calling it Donpachi Daifukatsu. That's its Japanese name. I guess Resurrection. It's easier to kind of like type out. Yeah, Daifukatsu Novice. That's another really good one. You want to like practice scoring, play the novice mode. Like they're a joke for survival, but they're really good for like learning the layouts of the levels, kind of getting used to like the scoring systems. I think that's kind of how they were designed. You want a novice mode that gives you a good challenge, try Crimson Clover. That one's actually kind of a challenge to a clear novice mode. It'll prepare you pretty well for like the regular mode. Oof, we made it. Milk. Been at this milk for 2 hours, by the way. Still haven't got one good run. Yeah, this milk. This is a roadblock for me for sure. Actually dropped version of the game back when I was playing it like back in 2014, 2015 because I just plain couldn't get this milk down. Dude. Man, still got no idea how to handle when you get a bad deal like that. I have done this milk in a full run before, by the way. Right now, kind of like trying to just kind of get back to where I was before with this game. Took me a long ass time of practicing this milk to kind of get to the point of being able to do it in a run. Hey, I did it. That's what's important. And I know that I can do it again. Here we go. Weird. Yeah, this second cycle, this is where it's nasty. straight up wall there. Straight up motherfucking wall. Yeah. Yeah, back to drawing board with that second cycle. I guess. Gotta come full circle. Tried out a new strat. That strat was too risky. So, hey, maybe I'm gonna do a little bit like it was before now. Doing exactly like it was before. Getting a wall again on that second cycle, and it is what it is, man. Try the old strat. Off. And into a bullet. Gotta dodge that part. Full speed. Or to control the boss's HP. HP it's got. Not liking the dodges I was doing. I was having to do with that strat I was using before though, so yeah, that strat definitely seems a lot more doable. Does lead to walls. The issue. Yeah, that's really the riddle. All. How can I do that second cycle? First part of that second cycle, purple rain attack. Without getting walls in the second half. Ideally, how could I do that first part consistent? First cycle, it's not a big issue. I die sometimes, but I feel like I pretty much got it under control. That's really good because the strat that I use in full runs, it only does this first cycle here. Yeah, if I got this down, that's a massive stride. Not a big enough stride for me. I want to get this second cycle down as well, just in case, you know. Okay. we made it. Cycle time. Wasn't paying attention there. That death was stupid. Well, this strat that I'm using now only calls for 4 times. But yes, in the full milk, which I have done in a run, you do indeed need to dodge that pattern 6 times in a row. And then on that 7th cycle, you need to dodge most of that 7th cycle. And then, like right when that purple rain attack gets big, you kill the boss. Right on that 7th cycle. So yeah, it's kind of like 6.5 times that you got to do it. Is what it is, man. Game is what it is. What the fuck? Does not usually happen. Yes. Yes, you need to do... No, it's not. It's not several times in a row of that tough second version. Actually, the boss alternates. First you get the first cycle, then you get the second cycle, then it's back to the first cycle, second cycle again, second cycle. It alternates what version of that, what version of it you get. And I think it's determined by the boss's movement. On that first cycle, when it spawns those orbs, it moves to the right, and then on the second cycle, it moves to the left. Third cycle, move back to right, fourth back to left. So there's something going on there. The boss is kind of designed to alternate like that. Weird shit going on. And then there's parts where like the boss just plain gives you a bad draw of this attack and fucks you over. I don't really know what determines that actually. Like when I was practicing in MAME, I had a save state right at that attack. Gave me 2 different versions. When I reloaded it, I got one version that fucked me over, and then I reloaded it, and it was fine the next time. I don't get it. Definitely an interesting boss. Fascinating. That's why I say it's a science. Not just going out here dodging shit. I'm studying this boss. Because this is a boss that demands that kind of tension. You don't study it, you're in for a real bad time. You're in for a bad time even if you do study it, like I am right now. It wears you down. Yeah, I'm actually using a new controller here, and yeah, that kind of takes some time to adapt to, I guess. Not the fault of the controller entirely, but yeah, there's probably an element there, and kind of like having to like relearn my muscle memory. That might be adding to the challenges I'm having boss tonight. But yeah, we're getting there. Definitely getting there. We will get there. And it will be glorious. Might not get there tonight, to be honest, but we will get there. With backup strat. Yeah, I at least want a shot at this attack. Yeah, I got my shot. Hey, see. Yeah. 1.5 hours into this milk. Starting to feel it. Yeah, I'm gonna soldier on, I guess, until I hit the 3-hour mark. And I just hate declaring surrendering to this fucking squid here. My goddamn arch nemesis. I don't want to let him win for tonight. Yeah, seems I'm pretty consistent. Motherfucker, why? That was bullshit. I like how the explosions cover up your player sprite. Like a throwback to Tatsuji no. Explosions cover up the bullets. Man, I don't know what the hell happened. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, my hands, they are starting to feel it. Probably should stop sooner than like 3 hours. Maybe I'll just kind of give it a few more attempts, then to kind of pack it in. Yeah. Good. Yeah. Thanks for reminding me, man. Game. Yeah, it is fucking game. Yeah, it's gonna be it for me. Yeah, thanks for sticking with me through this frozen hell. My arch nemesis, the speed. Jesus. Oh, sorry. That feels good. Yeah. Thanks, bros. I'll be back. Yeah, this is it for me. Yeah. Thanks for watching, people.